Hello dear friends, in this video we are going to discuss about different parts of speech. So some of the friends requested to make something in Hindi also. So this video is going to be bilingual, Hindi as well as English. So let us discuss about parts of speech. Okay, in English grammar, what is parts of speech is the same as in any other language. Before we go to the definition, I have a question. Can you imagine all the words of a language can be sorted into these categories? Which categories? Parts of speech. So before we do parts of speech, we should also think किसी भी लैंग्वेज के सारे वर्ड्स डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच के पार्ट होते हैं एंड दैट इज़ ट्रू. ओके, लेट्स सी. Parts of speech are the classification of words which are categorized by their roles and functions within the structure of the language. Parts of speech encompass everything a language has in itself. Okay, so parts of speech is what? All the words of a language. एक language के सारे words किसी ना किसी part of speech के part होते हैं. Okay, they play different roles in the structure of a language. किसी भी लैंग्वेज का जो भी सेंटेंस स्ट्रक्चर होता है उस स्ट्रक्चर को बनाने के लिए पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करते हैं. एंड इन इंग्लिश देर आर 8 पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच. और हम जब इंग्लिश की बात करते हैं तो यहाँ पे बेसिकली वी हैव 8 पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच. लेट्स सी विच आर दे. द फर्स्ट वन इज नाउन, देन प्रोनाउन, वर्ब, एडजेक्टिव, एडवर्ब, preposition, conjunction and interjection. Okay, so we will begin here from noun. So what is noun? Noun refers to people, places, things, ideas, concepts, etc. All these titles which are given here, like people, places, things, ideas, concepts, the names of all these things are called noun. किसी भी चीज़ का, किसी भी इंसान का, किसी भी जगह का, किसी भी आइडिया का अगर कुछ नाम होता है तो दैट नेम इज़ नाउन. ठीक है, हर वो चीज़ जिसका नाम है वो नाउन है. ओके, फॉर एग्जाम्पल माइकल इज़ अ गुड बॉय, सो माइकल इज़ अ नाउन. ओके, मेलबर्न इज़ द बेस्ट सिटी, मेलबर्न इज़ ऑल्सो नाउन. वी कैन से इट इज़ प्रॉपर नाउन. ओके, लेट्स गो ahead. What nouns can be? So noun can be a or an. It can be a name of person like Max, Julie, Catherine, Michael, Rahul, Ronit, Reena, like that. Animal, it can be a dog, cat, cow, etc. It can be the name of a place like London, Australia, Canada, Mumbai. It can be the name of a thing like bat, ball, chair, etc. Or it can be the name of an idea like devotion, superstition, happiness, excitement, love. So इन सारी चीज़ों के नाम जो है ये सब नाउन होते हैं. So let's see what are different types of noun. First one, it's proper noun. When we are talking about particular name of a person or place, है ना, जब exactly किसी particular person या place का नाम के बारे में हम बात करते हैं तो वो proper noun होता है. सेकेंड, कॉमन नाउन, एक कॉमन नेम विच इज़ गिवन टू एवरीबडी. लाइक बहुत सारे गर्ल्स हैं, बहुत सारे बॉयज़ हैं, तो कॉमनली हम उन्हें लड़के या लड़कियां बुलाते हैं अगर हमें उन्हें नाम से नहीं बुलाना है. सेकेंड, द नेक्स्ट वन इज़ कलेक्टिव नाउन. कलेक्टिव नाउन इट्स अ वर्ड जो एक ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल या ग्रुप ऑफ थिंग्स को एक नाम दिया गया है, तो दैट इज़ कॉल्ड कलेक्टिव नाउन. इट इज़ अ ग्रुप ऑफ पर्सन और ग्रुप ऑफ थिंग्स. Then next is abstract noun. Okay, abstract noun is the name given to the the things which we cannot touch, which we cannot see, which we can only feel, like the feelings. Okay, the ideas. Then material noun. The material noun is the name given to the things which we use to make something else. Like कोई भी ऐसे सामान जिसको यूज़ करके हम दूसरा सामान बनाते हैं, उस चीज़ को बोलने के लिए हम material noun का यूज़ करते हैं. So these are 5 basic types of noun. There are more like concrete noun, countable noun, non-countable noun. Non-countable noun is also known as uncountable noun and compound noun. So in the next video, we are going to discuss in detail about all these types of nouns. Okay, so thank you for today. Hello friends, this is in the sequence from the previous video जहाँ हम parts of speech के बारे में पढ़ रहे थे. हमने previous video में noun के बारे में सीखा था, which words are called noun, and also we have learned different types of noun, right? So these are the names of different types of noun. इस वीडियो में हम आज के वीडियो में different types of nouns को detail में पढ़ेंगे, right? So the first one is proper noun. So proper noun is a name in which refers only to a single person, place or thing, and there is no common name for it. Okay, तो proper noun it means ये किसी particular person, प्लेस या पर्टिकुलर चीज़, कोई भी पर्टिकुलर थिंग, उस चीज़ का नाम. ओके, सो दैट शुड बी नेम. प्रॉपर नाउन मतलब किसी भी पर्टिकुलर पर्सन का या प्लेस का या किसी भी थिंग का नेम होना चाहिए वो. दैट इज़ अ प्रॉपर नाउन. ओके, एंड इन रिटन इंग्लिश अ प्रॉपर नाउन ऑलवेज बिगिंस विद द कैपिटल लेटर. ठीक है, जब आप लेसन्स पढ़ते होंगे, सो वाइल रीडिंग द लेसन्स अगर आपको बीच में कोई भी वर्ड ऐसे ही कैपिटल लेटर के साथ स्टार्ट होता हुआ मिल जाएगा, so that is a proper noun. Okay, so let's see the example. Melbourne, as we did in the previous video, it refers to only one particular city. Steve is a particular person. Australia is a particular place. Okay, right, everybody knows about it, है ना. तो Melbourne, Steve, Australia, ये सब particular places और particular पर्सन्स के नेम है. ओके, लाइक योर नेम, आपका नाम भी एक प्रॉपर नाउन है. नेक्स्ट इज कॉमन नाउन. ओके, सो कॉमन नाउन इज अ नेम फॉर समथिंग विच इज कॉमन फॉर मैनी थिंग्स, पर्सन्स और प्लेसेस. इट एनकम्पासेस अ पर्टिकुलर टाइप ऑफ थिंग्स, पर्सन और प्लेसेस. ठीक है, कॉमन नाउन क्या होता है? एक कॉमन नेम, लाइक आई सेड इन द प्रीवियस वीडियो. कॉमन नेम किसी भी ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल को कॉमनली क्या बुलाएंगे, या इंडिविजुअली भी हम उन्हें क्या कॉमनली बुलाएंगे. लाइक आई गेव यू एग्जांपल ऑफ गर्ल और बॉय. जब तक हमें उनका नाम नहीं पता है तो नॉर्मली हम उन्हें गर्ल या बॉय बुला सकते हैं, राइट. लेट्स सी द एग्जांपल कंट्री. एक वर्ड है कंट्री. अब कंट्री इज़ अ कॉमन नाउन. वाई इट इज़ अ कॉमन नाउन? क्योंकि कंट्री का कुछ भी नाम हो सकता है ना. इट कैन बी ऑस्ट्रेलिया, इट कैन बी इंडिया, इट कैन बी एनी कंट्री. लाइक सिटी, इट कैन बी एनी सिटी, लाइक योर ओन सिटी. आपकी खुद की सिटी भी जब तक आप उसका नाम नहीं लेते, इट्स अ, इफ इट इज़ अ सिटी इज़ अ कॉमन नाउन. ठीक है, लाइक मेलबर्न, मुंबई, टोरंटो, दीज ऑल आर द एग्जाम्पल्स ऑफ कॉमन नाउन. लेट्स मूव फर्दर. So what is a common noun? It is a word that indicates a person or a place or a thing in general, and a proper noun is a specific one of this. ठीक है, तो common noun एक common word है और proper noun एक specific word हो जाएगा. Fine. Next one is collective noun. What is collective noun? A collective noun is a word for a group of things or people or animals. ठीक है, एक ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल या एनिमल को अगर किसी एक पर्टिकुलर नाम से बुलाएंगे तो वो कलेक्टिव नाउन है. एग्जाम्पल देखिए, फैमिली. हमारी फैमिली में मम्मी, पापा, ब्रदर, सिस्टर, ऑल द पीपल आर टुगेदर, बट वन नेम इज देयर, दैट इज फैमिली. सो दैट इज कलेक्टिव नाउन. इन द सेम वे टीम, देर आर प्लेयर्स, ज्यूरी, ग्रुप ऑफ जजेस, कैटल. ओके, सो देयर आर द ग्रुप ऑफ द थिंग्स हियर और द people. Now collective nouns can be both plural and singular. However, Americans prefer to use collective nouns as singular, but both of the uses are correct in other parts of the world. Like for us, either if it is singular, it's correct. Either if it is plural, it's correct. Okay, we are not Americans. So the next one is abstract noun. An abstract noun is a word for something that cannot be seen, but it is there. It has no physical existence. Generally, it refers to ideas, qualities or conditions. Okay. So in short, ऐसी कोई भी चीज़ जिसे हम टच नहीं कर सकते, देख नहीं सकते, we can only feel those things. Okay. So those things are abstract noun. Example: truth, lies, happiness, sorrow, time, friendship, humor, patriotism. Okay, so let's move. Next one is material noun. A material noun is a word for something that is used to make another thing. Okay, anything which we are using to make another thing is a material noun. For instance, gold, silver, iron, wood, cotton, clay. So these are the 5 basic kinds of noun. Let's move to the further more. That is concrete noun. So a concrete noun is the exact opposite of abstract noun. Okay, abstract you cannot see, you cannot touch, but concrete you can see, you can touch. It refers to the things we see and have physical existence. Okay, so concrete noun मतलब वो चीज़ें जो हम देख सकते हैं, हम टच कर सकते हैं, right? For example, chair, table, bag, ball, water, money, sugar, etc. Right? Now comes countable noun. All the nouns, वो सारे nouns जिन्हें हम count कर सकते हैं. The nouns that can be counted are called countable nouns. Okay, countable nouns can take an article a, an or the. Okay, oh, I hope you know what are the articles. So countable nouns, if they are singular, we can use a or an. And also we can use plural in case they are specified, right? So example, the chair, table, bat, ball, etc. We can say 1 chair, 2 chairs, 3 chairs, and if it is only, we can say a chair, an elephant. Okay. Now the non-countable or the uncountable nouns. So the nouns that cannot be counted, they are called uncountable or non-countable, like which we cannot call like 1 chair, 2 chairs or 1 elephant, those kind of things. Normally we keep liquid there. Okay, so जिन चीज़ों को हम 1 2 3 4 करके काउंट नहीं कर पाते हैं, नॉर्मली वी नीड अ यूनिट ऑफ मेजरमेंट, वो सारी चीज़ें हम नॉन काउंटेबल या अनकाउंटेबल नाउन की कैटेगरी में रखते हैं. यू कैन सी द एग्जाम्पल्स, वाटर, शुगर, ऑयल, सॉल्ट, एक्सेट्रा. राइट? सो वी कैन नॉट से 1 वाटर, वी से अ ग्लास ऑफ वाटर, 2 glasses of water, like that we say, right? Let's move. Abstract nouns and proper nouns are always non-countable nouns, but common nouns and concrete nouns can be both countable and non-countable nouns. Okay, for example, a family or families, right? Let's move ahead to know compound noun. So sometimes 2 or 3 nouns appear together or even with other part of speech, and they create idiomatic compound nouns. What does idiomatic mean? It means that those nouns behave as a unit and to a lesser or greater degree. Okay, so it can be lesser or it can be a greater degree. It can be the amount to more than the sum of their parts. It means they appear in group, right? Let's see the examples, like 6-pack, 5 years old, and son-in-law, snowball, mailbox. Okay, so they are in pair. दो nouns साथ में होंगे, or maybe more than 2 nouns, so they are in pair or groups, we can say, right? Let's move to the last part of this video, that is functions of nouns. So how does a noun function? Okay, so nouns can be used as a subject. They can also be used as a direct object. Subject means doer, okay, and an indirect object of a verb, as an object of a preposition. It can be used as an adverb or adjective in a sentence. Nouns can also show possession. Okay, possession means the things which you belong, the things which belong to you. Fine. Okay, how it is like subject? See in the sentence, the company is doing great, roses are the flowers of love. Okay, so the company is subject, roses, the word roses is subject. How it is direct object? I finally bought a new mobile. So here the word I is subject and mobile is direct object. Indirect object, Max gave Carol another chocolate. Now Max is the main subject here. Okay, Here Max is a name. Fine. Next, object of preposition. How does it behave like object of preposition? Roses are the flowers of love. Now the word love is noun. It's an abstract noun, but it is object of preposition. Okay. Next, adverb. The train leaves today. Okay, so today is adverb, which is adding something in the verb leaves. Now in adjective, the office building faces the mall. Now which building? Office building. So the word office is a noun and here it is functioning as adjective. The last one is possession. The lion's cage is dangerous. My brother's daughter is adorable. So the word lions, that word shows possession. Okay, whose cage? Lion's cage. Okay, whose daughter? Brother's daughter. Okay, so it shows the possession. So this is it for today. In the next video, we'll meet with pronouns. Okay, thank you everyone. Hello friends, in this video we are going to study about pronouns. ठीक है, हमने previous video में nouns उसके kinds पढ़े हैं और इस video में हम सीखेंगे pronouns and its kinds. Okay, so what is a pronoun? Definition देख लेते हैं. A pronoun is used to refer to a noun or a noun phrase or nouns or different noun phrases instead of the repeated use of the same nouns और नाउन फ्रेज है ना. सेम नाउन या सेम नाउन फ्रेज रिपीट हो बार बार, उसके प्लेस पे हम प्रोनाउन यूज़ करते हैं. ओके, सो इन शॉर्ट वो सारे वर्ड्स जो नाउन के प्लेस पे यूज़ होते हैं या हम कहें कि जो नाउन को रिप्लेस करते हैं वो प्रोनाउंस होते हैं. ओके, एग्जाम्पल में देखें, माइकल इज़ अ गुड बॉय, लेकिन दोबारा जब हम माइकल की बात करते हैं तो वी डू नॉट हैव टू कॉल इट माइकल, हम उससे कह सकते हैं ही, बिकॉज माइकल इज़ द नेम ऑफ अ बॉय. सो ही गेट्स अप अर्ली इन द मॉर्निंग. सो सिंगुलर प्रोनाउंस आई, यू, ही और शी. इफ़ इट इज़ अ बॉय ही, गर्ल है तो शी, नॉन लिविंग थिंग देन इट इज़ इट. ठीक है, इन द सेम वे दे आर सिंगुलर. और प्लूरल में it is we, you, if he and she like that then they, then it के लिए non living things के लिए if it goes to plural it will be these or those. Okay, these are the types of pronouns. Okay, subjective pronouns, objective pronouns, possessive pronouns, reflexive pronouns, intensive pronouns, relative pronouns, demonstrative pronouns and interrogative pronouns. अब इन सबको हम डिटेल में पढ़ते हैं. फाइन, तो सबसे पहले हम पढ़ेंगे सब्जेक्टिव प्रोनाउंस के बारे में. ओके, तो सब्जेक्ट प्रोनाउंस क्या होते हैं? सब्जेक्ट प्रोनाउंस वर्क एज द सब्जेक्ट ऑफ द वर्ब इन अ सेंटेंस. ठीक है, तो जैसे हमारे सेंटेंस का स्ट्रक्चर होता है सब्जेक्ट वर्ब ऑब्जेक्ट, तो सब्जेक्टिव प्रोनाउंस वो होते हैं जो सब्जेक्ट के प्लेस पे होते हैं. ओके, सो अ सब्जेक्ट प्रोनाउन नॉर्मली रिप्लेसेस द सब्जेक्ट और द ऑब्जेक्ट. ओके, ऑब्जेक्ट जो सेंटेंस के एंड में होता है. ठीक है, सो एग्जाम्पल देखें, माइक कैंट अटेंड द पार्टी, ही हैज़ गॉन टू हिज ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स. ओके, सो माइक इज रिप्लेस्ड विथ ही. नाउ second one, Martha is good storyteller, she told a ghost story. So in the second one sentence she is replacing Martha. Now come to the third. You see, Julie made some cakes, they look tasty. Now here they is referring to object cakes. Okay, cakes, though it is a noun, but in this sentence it is functioning as object, not subject. Okay, next it is objective pronouns. Okay, so objective pronouns work as the object or indirect object, or the if sometimes they are working as direct object or sometimes they are working as indirect objects in a sentence, replacing the antecedent object. Antecedent objects are the earlier or either in time or in order, those kind of objects. Okay, this form of the pronoun is also used after prepositions. ठीक है, तो हम objective pronouns को prepositions के बाद भी use कर सकते हैं. Let's see the example. I'll give you a present On your birthday, I have a great idea for you. Now it is after preposition. Okay. Now tell her that you'll take the job. Her is, this is pronoun. Okay, it's objective pronoun here. Third one, I have a gift for your boss. Give it to your boss. This one is also objective pronoun as it is referring to gift. Okay. सो वो सारे प्रोनाउंस जो ऑब्जेक्ट को रेफर करते हैं वो ऑब्जेक्टिव प्रोनाउंस होते हैं, राइट. लेट्स सी द नेक्स्ट वन इज पजेसिव प्रोनाउंस. सो व्हाट आर पजेसिव प्रोनाउंस? पजेसिव प्रोनाउंस रिप्लेस द नाउन्स ऑफ द पजेसिव एडजेक्टिव्स like my, our, your, her, his, their. Okay, these kind of words. आई होप ये आपको सबको पता होगा. ये वो वर्ड्स हैं जो पोजीशन दिखाते हैं. ये वो वर्ड्स ये दिखाते हैं कि कोई चीज़ हमारे पास है या वो हमारी है. ठीक है. तो द पजेसिव प्रोनाउंस आर माइन, आर्स, योर्स, हर्स, हिज, इट्स, देयर्स. ओके. They are, you just have to relate it with possessive adjective and you will understand it easily. Now the possessive pronouns like who also has a possessive form. Okay, that is whose. Let's see the example. The first one, I thought my bag was lost, but the one Kasrik found was mine. Okay, here mine refers to my bag, so it is possessive pronoun. The second one, their vacation will start next week. Ours is tomorrow. Here ours refers to our vacation, so this is possessive pronoun. Those 4 suitcases are ours. Is this yours? Clear? The next one is reflexive pronoun. Let's see. Reflexive pronoun redirects a sentence or a clause back to the subject, which is also the direct object of the sentence. It means reflexive pronouns जो होते हैं वो रीडायरेक्ट करते हैं सेंटेंस को. ठीक है. सेंटेंस को या क्लॉज को रीडायरेक्ट करते हैं फिर से किसकी तरफ? सब्जेक्ट की तरफ. ओके. which is also the direct object of the sentence. A reflexive pronoun comes when the subject performs its action upon itself. है ना. जब कोई भी इंसान या कोई भी चीज़ खुद के लिए काम करे या अपने लिए काम करे तब वहाँ पर रिफ्लेक्सिव प्रोनाउन का यूज़ होता है. ओके. हियर द वर्ड इटसेल्फ इज़ अ रिफ्लेक्सिव प्रोनाउन. है ना. इस डेफिनेशन में द वर्ड इटसेल्फ जो है, इस डेफिनेशन का वर्ड इटसेल्फ वो एक रिफ्लेक्सिव प्रोनाउन है. लेट्स सी द एग्जाम्पल. सिंस शी इज़ हर ओन बॉस शी गेव हर सेल्फ अ रेज. ठीक. तो शी डज इट विथ हर सेल्फ. ठीक है. उसने अपने साथ किया तो शी ने किया अपने साथ तो हर सेल्फ हो गया. ठीक है. ही करेगा तो इट वुड बी हिमसेल्फ. ओके. कोई भी नॉन लिविंग थिंग करेगी तो वो चीज़ इटसेल्फ. हम अपने साथ करेंगे तो आर सेल्फ. है ना. इफ़ समबडी इज़ इफ़ यू विल डू विथ the concerned person, so you yourself. Okay. So she allowed herself more time to get ready. The computer restarts itself every night. So computer is non-living thing. है ना. कोई भी चीज़ अपने आप हो रही है तो itself. हम अपने आप कर रहे हैं तो if it is I, then I am doing it for myself. If it is you, you are doing it for yourself. If it is we are doing it for ourselves. ठीक है. तो जो चीज़ हम अपने लिए कर रहे हैं या कोई इंसान अपने लिए कर रहा है तो वो सेल्फ के साथ बताएंगे. हर सेल्फ, हिम सेल्फ, इट सेल्फ, आर सेल्फ, योर सेल्फ, माई सेल्फ. नाउ द नेक्स्ट वन इज रिलेटिव प्रोनाउन. Relative pronouns introduce the relative clauses. They are used to make clear what is being talked about in a sentence. They describe something more than or something more about the subject or the object. तो relative pronouns relate करते हैं sentence के साथ और इस चीज़ को clear करते हैं कि किस चीज़ के बारे में बात हो रही है sentence में. ठीक है. सो यू कैन सी द चार्ट. अगर आप चार्ट में देखेंगे तो सब्जेक्ट, ऑब्जेक्ट, पोजीशन एंड अनसर्टेनिटी इज डिस्क्राइब. ठीक है. इन द सब्जेक्टिव केस कौन से वर्ड्स होते हैं, ऑब्जेक्टिव केस में कौन से वर्ड्स होते हैं, इन द केस ऑफ पोजीशन हम कैसे बताएंगे या अनसर्टन केसेस में कैसे बताएंगे? लेट्स सी द एग्जांपल. द कार, दैट. Specifically we are talking about the car, specifically that car. Okay, the car that was stolen was the one they loved most. Clear? Relative. They are talking about that only particular car. Maybe they had many cars and in those cars they are talking about that particular car which was stolen. ठीक है, बहुत सारी कारों में से एक जो है चोरी हो गई थी और उसी पर्टिकुलर कार की बात हो रही है. सेकेंड, अ पर्सन हु लव्स नेचर इज़ अ गुड पर्सन. कौन सा पर्सन? रिलेट कर दिया गया, हु लव्स नेचर. ओके, आवर स्कूल विच वॉज फाउंडेड. हम कौन से स्कूल की बात कर रहे हैं? विच वॉज फाउंडेड, जो 1995 में स्टार्ट हुआ था. ओके, नाउ आई विल एक्सेप्ट विच एवर पार्टी ड्रेस यू बाय मी. ओके, विच एवर, कोई सी भी पार्टी ड्रेस जो आप मेरे लिए बाय करोगे, आई विल एक्सेप्ट. नाउ हु एवर यू आर behind this great initiative, I want to thank you. Okay, we don't know the person but हम thank क्यों बोल रहे हैं उसको जो भी इस चीज़ के पीछे है. Okay, clear? Let's move ahead with demonstrative pronoun. The demonstrative pronouns normally indicate the closeness of or distance from the speaker either literally or symbolically. ठीक है, in short ये प्रोनाउंस हमें पास या दूर की चीज़ों के बारे में बताते हैं. ठीक है, तो देर आर ओनली 4 वर्ड्स. पास में है, सिंगुलर है तो इट इज़ दिस. पास में है, प्लूरल है तो इट इज़ दीज. दूर है, सिंगुलर है तो दैट. दूर है, प्लूरल है तो दोज. ओके, सो देर आर 4 वर्ड्स विच टॉक अबाउट द डिस्टेंस. इफ इट इज़ नियर यू एंड सिंगुलर इट इज़ दिस. इफ इट इज़ नियर यू एंड प्लूरल that will be these. If it is far away, singular, that. Far away, plural, those. And please remember, कभी कभी ऐसा भी होता है that the words like neither, none or such, they are also used as demonstrative pronouns, but sometimes, not always. Okay, for always we have 4. Now examples, that is a long way to go, that is demonstrative pronoun. This is my car. Hand me that cricket bat. Neither is permitted to enter the building. In this sentence, the word neither is demonstrative pronoun. Such are ways of life. Okay, so demonstrative pronoun in general. Now, the next one is intensive pronouns. So intensive pronouns add emphasis or they add importance, but they do not act as the object in the sentence. They can appear right after the subject. Okay? So वो words जो importance बताते हैं. Okay, but they are not acting as object. ये एक sentence में object का role play नहीं करते हैं. Let's see in the example, I will do it myself. Okay? Here myself is not an object. Myself sentence के end में है, but it is not object. It is intensive pronoun. I myself saw the missing boat into the harbor. So here this is again, it's not an object, it's an intensive pronoun. Okay, soon after the subject it is. So in the same way, in further 2 examples. This is the last one, interrogative pronouns. Okay, interrogative pronouns, with the name it must be clear, where we are using the question words. Okay, interrogative pronouns produce questions. वो words जो questions frame करने में help करते हैं ना. In short, you understand, the question words will be in this category. जो भी question words होते हैं उनको हम इस interrogative pronoun की category में रखेंगे. Okay, like what, which, who, whom, whose. Okay, so understand this, that who, whom and whose, these 3 words refer to questions related to person or animal. Now the word what, it refers to an idea or object or an event, and the word which, it indicates either a person or more than one persons or a thing or more than one things. Okay, so it can be in both the ways. For example, let's see, what was the name of your dog, which is your favorite movie, who works for you, whom do you prefer in this competition, there's new bike on the lawn, whose is it. Okay, so I hope this kind of pronouns and the definition of pronoun is clear to all of you. Okay, so thank you so much. Let's meet in the next video with verbs. Bye bye. Hello friends, in this video we are going to study about verbs. Okay, verbs are the third part of speech. Verbs means the action words. Okay, so a verb is a word or a combination of words that indicates action or a state of being or condition or an ongoing condition. It is considered as the heart of a sentence. A verb is the part of a sentence that tells us what the subject performs. Okay, so all the words which tells us about the action. Okay, in Hindi we call them the kriya. Okay, वो सारे वर्ड्स जो हमें ये बताते हैं कि सब्जेक्ट क्या कर रहा है, those words are called verbs. Let us see, for example, first one is Roma walks in the morning. Okay, it tells that it is an usual action. Okay, normally Roma does this work. Second, Meera is going to school. Meera school जाती है, it is a condition. Okay, it's a condition of her action. Then third is Albert does not like to walk, it's a negative action. Anna is a good girl, it's a state. Okay, it's her quality. Verbs are related to a lot of other factors like the subject, person, number, tenses, mood, voices, and etc. Now let's see basic forms of the verbs. So there are 6 basic forms of the verbs. Okay, so they tell us about the different times. These forms are, let us see, the first one is base forms. The first one is known as the base form. Okay, children play in the field. With the plural, first form of the verb is there. Past is they played football yesterday. Played. Okay, played is talking about past. Played हमें ये बताता है कि हम कल की या ऐसी किसी भी टाइम की बात करें जो जा चुका है. Third is past participle. I have eaten a burger. Present participle is the ing form. Okay, there are 2 participles, past and present. Okay, past participle ये शो करता है कि कोई भी काम फिनिश हो चुका है. प्रेजेंट पार्टिसिपल ये शो करता है कि कोई भी काम रनिंग सिचुएशन में था. इट कैन बी इन प्रेजेंट और इट कैन बी इन पास्ट. द नेक्स्ट वन इज ईएस फॉर्म. ही प्लेज फुटबॉल. ईएस फॉर्म जो है वो बेस फॉर्म के बहुत सिमिलर होता है. ओके, बेस फॉर्म में एस या ईएस हम ऐड करके ईएस फॉर्म बनाते हैं. तो बेस फॉर्म में हम जब एस या ईएस ऐड करते हैं, सिंगुलर सब्जेक्ट के साथ की जो वर्ब होती है वो फॉर्म हो जाती है. ओके, नेक्स्ट वन इज इन्फिनेटिव्स. इट इज़ कॉल्ड टू इन्फिनेटिव फॉर्म. ओके, हम इसे टू इन्फिनेटिव फॉर्म भी बुलाते हैं. टेल देम नॉट टू प्ले. व्हेन वी हैव टू प्लस बेस फॉर्म, जब हम टू को बेस फॉर्म के साथ यूज़ करते हैं तो वो टू इन्फिनेटिव फॉर्म हो जाती है. ओके, देयर इज़ वन मोर फॉर्म विच इज़ कॉल्ड जीरन. है ना, जीरन में क्या होता है, वेयर आईएनजी फॉर्म इज़ यूज्ड एट द प्लेस ऑफ सब्जेक्ट. है ना, जब हम आईएनजी फॉर्म को सब्जेक्ट के प्लेस पे यूज़ करते हैं तो वो फॉर्म ऑफ वर्ब जो है वो जीरंड हो जाती है. ओके, सो दिस इज़ लाइक स्विमिंग इज़ द बेस्ट एक्सरसाइज. It's not I am going to swim, okay, or we are swimming. It's not like that. So swimming is the best exercise. Let's move ahead. Now let us see different types of verbs. Finite verbs, non-finite, action verbs, linking verbs. Next is auxiliary, and the last one, modals. Okay, let's go ahead and understand what are finite verbs. Finite verbs are actual verbs. Okay, they are called the main verbs. Okay, the actual verbs which are called the roots of sentence. They are, it means finite verbs sentence का बहुत important part होती हैं. It is a form of a verb that is performed by, or it refers to a subject and uses one of the 12 forms of tense and changes according to the number or person of the subject. Okay, I hope all of you remember we have 12 tenses. Main 3 tenses are there. Okay, past, present and future, और हर tense के 4 सब parts होते हैं. So like that we have 12 tenses. Okay, let's see the example of finite verbs. Okay, so finite verbs वो verbs होती हैं जो 12 form of टेंसेस में अकॉर्डिंग टू टेंस वो चेंज होती हैं. इट मीन्स अकॉर्डिंग टू टाइम. वही वो वर्ब्स होती हैं जो हमें टाइम के बारे में एग्जैक्टली क्लियरली मैसेज करती हैं. ओके, लेट्स सी एग्जांपल. एलेक्स वेंट टू स्कूल. एलेक्स इज द सब्जेक्ट. ओके, हु इज़ परफॉर्मिंग द एक्शन? एलेक्स सब्जेक्ट है जो क्या एक्शन परफॉर्म कर रहा है? स्कूल जाने का. ओके, so this only we can understand with the verb went. है ना, went से कैसे? went is the second form of go. it means ये clearly understood है हमें कि एलेक्स जो है स्कूल गया था. Second, Robert plays hockey. Who is the subject? Robert. And what action he is doing? Playing. Okay, now he is playing for Australia. Is playing is finite verb. Okay, is helping verb and playing is the participle form of verb. He is one of the best players, and here in this sentence is what? It is the verb is directly refers to the subject itself. Okay, is referring to the subject and what is the subject? Is जो word है वो हमारा यहाँ पे main subject है. Let's move to the next one, action verbs. Action verbs indicate what the subject or a sentence performs. Action verbs can make the listener or the reader feel emotions, see senses more vividly and accurately. So action verbs वो verbs होती हैं जो sentence में एक subject के द्वारा perform की जाती हैं. Okay, action verbs are mainly, they can help us to feel different emotions. Okay, action verbs can be transitive or intransitive. Action verbs के भी दो kind होते हैं, transitive and intransitive. And transitive verbs are what? Transitive verbs must have a direct object. Okay, direct object means to perform its complete notion. ओके, तो एक ट्रांजिटिव वर्ब जो है इट रिक्वायर्स और इट डिमांड्स समथिंग और समवन टू बी एक्टेड अपॉन. ओके, विदाउट समथिंग और समवन ट्रांजिटिव वर्ब कैन नॉट बी कंप्लीटेड. लेट अस सी द एग्जांपल. I painted the car. If it is written only I painted, then you need to use something so that the aim of the verb is achieved. Okay, right? As you can see, the verb paint demands an object to be painted. She is reading the newspaper. In this, the verb read asks the question, what is she reading? Okay. Now, intransitive verb. So, intransitive verbs do not act upon anything. They may be followed by an adjective or adverb or preposition or another part of speech. Let us see the example. She smiled. It means intransitive verb does not require any kind of object, okay, to pass its complete sense. The verb smile cannot have any other object since the action of smiling does not fall upon anything or anyone. Okay, I wake up at 6 a.m. No object is needed. Now what is there to remember? That subject plus infinitive verbs is sufficient to make a complete sentence. Okay, but subject plus transitive verb, it is not sufficient because transitive verbs demand a direct object. Let us see the next one, non-finite verbs. Non-finite verbs are not actual verbs. Okay, they are not playing the part as main verbs most of the times. They work as noun, adjective, adverb, these kind of role they play. Okay, so that is why we say कि non-finite verbs जो होती हैं वो actual verbs नहीं होती हैं. बिकॉज वो टाइम के अकॉर्डिंग चेंज नहीं होती हैं. ओके, दे डू नॉट चेंज अकॉर्डिंग टू द number or person or the subject, because these verbs also called verbals. Okay, and they do not have any direct relation to the subject, and sometimes they become the subject themselves. Let us see how. The form of non-finite verbs are infinitives, like we did, gerund, and participle. Participle forms are what? The ing forms. Okay, see the example. Alex went abroad to play. Okay, so here the main verb is went, but to play is infinitives. Okay, playing cricket is his only job. Now here playing here is participle. Okay, and it is also, we can say, gerund. I have a broken cycle. Have is the main verb here, and broken is the past participle. Walking is a good habit, and here walking is gerund. Let us now see the linking verbs. A linking verb adds details about the subject of a sentence. Okay, so linking verb क्या होती है? वो verb जो मतलब सिंपली अगर हम इसे देखें तो वो verb जो subject और complement के बीच में connection create करती है वो linking verb होती है. Okay, and that is what? That is the words that follow the linking verb. Okay, and it creates a link between them instead of showing action. तो linking verb action नहीं show करती है, ये link create करती है subject और complement के बीच में. Okay, often what is on each side of a linking verb is equivalent. The complement redefines or restates the subject. Okay, तो complement जो है subject को या तो redefine करता है या restate करता है. Generally linking verbs are called be verbs. Okay, be की form हम सभी को पता है, is, am, are, was, were. Okay, कुछ और verbs भी हैं जो linking verbs के जैसे use होती हैं. Okay, they are like act, feel, remain, appear, become. These verbs are also sometimes they also play the role of linking verbs. Okay, some verbs in this list can also be action verbs, but we can be easily identifying these verbs. Either they are action, they are playing the role of action verbs, or they are linking verbs. Okay, sentence में वो कहाँ पे और किस जगह पे और कैसे यूज़ हो रही हैं, उस यूसेज से हमें ये क्लियर हो जाता है कि वो लिंकिंग वर्ब है या एक्शन वर्ब है. And the very easy way to figure out this is what? We should try to replace them with forms of the be verbs. Okay, if the changed sentence makes sense. अगर be verb के साथ change करने के बाद sentence का कुछ sense निकल रहा है, then it's okay. Otherwise, the verb is a linking verb. Okay, let's see the example. She appears ready for the game. Here, what is that? It means she is ready for the game. So here it appears as a linking verb. The food seemed delicious. The food is delicious or was delicious. It is a linking verb. You look happy. You are happy. Okay, so appear, seemed and look हमने किससे replace किया? Be verb से, and it is still giving sense. It means it is linking verb. Okay, let's now see the auxiliary verbs. They are also called the helping verbs. Okay, auxiliary verbs जो हैं वो helping verbs का role play करती हैं. They are only called auxiliary and helping. Helping and auxiliary verbs are same. Okay, it's just they have the different names. Okay, what they help us? They help us to find out different times. Okay, तो tense में ये बहुत important role play करती हैं. They are used in a continuous or progressive and perfect tenses. Linking verbs work as main verbs in the sentence, but auxiliary verbs help main verbs. Okay, तो auxiliary verb या helping verb का main work क्या होता है? ये main verb की help करती हैं. That is why they are called helping verb, है ना? जब ये main verb की help करती हैं इसलिए हम इसे helping verb भी कहते हैं. Okay, now see, देखो do जो है एक main verb भी होता है, but when we do tenses, do is an auxiliary verb, ये helping verb हो जाता है. है ना, ये हमें हेल्प करता है क्वेश्चंस पूछने के लिए या नेगेटिव एक्सप्रेशन से नेगेटिव एक्सप्रेशंस जो है एक्सप्रेस करने के लिए, और मे बी टू प्रोवाइड सम एम्फेसिस, और है ना सब कहीं इम्पोर्टेंस क्रिएट करने के लिए. लेट अस सी द एग्जांपल. Alex is going to school. Okay, going is main verb, is helping verb. They are walking in the park. See, I have seen a movie. So going, walking, seen, they are main verbs. There is a question: do you drink tea? Don't waste your time, and please do submit your assignment. Okay, so the last one, do, is it is putting an emphasis. ये वहाँ पर एम्फेसिस इम्पोर्टेंस दे रहा है किस सेंटेंस को? सबमिट योर असाइनमेंट को. ओके, सो देयर these are some of the uses of auxiliary verbs. Okay, let's move ahead towards modals. Modals are what? They are a kind of auxiliary. Modals भी एक तरह से देखा जाए तो वो भी helping verbs का ही काम करती हैं, but what they emphasize? They emphasize or assist the main verb for suggestion about the potentials, expectations, permissions, ability, possibility, and obligations. Okay, when used with the main verb, what is the job of the modal then? Modals कभी भी s या es में end नहीं होती हैं, especially for the third person singular. Okay, modal auxiliary verbs never change forms. They always remain in their forms, but they have different form for past tense. Okay, like go का went होता है, but यहाँ पर modal में if the word is can, तो उसके past के लिए there is another word could. Okay, so इनकी past form के लिए already दूसरे words हैं. We do not have to change the form as we change in the main verb. Okay, the modal verbs are can, could, must, may, might, or to, shall. Okay, these are modals. Let us see example. I may want to talk to you again. They must play their best game to win. So may shows possibilities, okay, and must puts emphasis. She should call him. Should advice के लिए. I will go there. It is a pure future. Let us see the detailed examples. Will का past जो है वो would हो जाता है. Okay, so will क्या indicate करता है? Willingness in the future. Okay, और अगर हमें negative use करना है तो will not, contraction form में won't. Okay, it means unwillingness is described, है ना. जब हमें कुछ willingness बताना है तो will, नहीं अगर unwillingness बताना है तो won't. Okay, और will का past हो जाता है would. I will give you another opportunity. I'll play tomorrow. They'll arrive at 10. She won't come today. Negative. Would देख लेते हैं. Would indicates general or repeated willingness in the past. Okay, so would is playing the role of past of will, है ना. would हमें ये भी बताता है कि कभी कभी हमें कोई चीज़ का प्रेफरेंस अगर प्रेजेंट में देना है तो भी हम would का यूज़ कर सकते हैं. ओके, लेट्स से एग्जांपल. इफ़ यू डिड नॉट लीव आई वुड स्टिल बी टेकिंग केयर ऑफ यू. ओके, राइट, अगर आप नहीं जाते तो मैं अभी भी आपकी टेक केयर कर रहा होता. राइट, सो दिस इज़ व्हाट प्रेफरेंस इन द प्रेजेंट. सेकेंड, whenever I had to go there, they would throw a party. We thought that people would buy this book. Clear? If I were you, I would not do it. I would like to make a toast. Next is used to. यूज़ टू मोडाल का हम यूज़ करते हैं वो चीज़ बताने के लिए, ऐसी कोई भी हैबिट जो हमारी पास्ट में थी. ठीक है, नाउ वी आर नॉट हैविंग दैट हैबिट. व्हेन आई वाज इन स्कूल आई यूज्ड टू मेक sketches. See the examples. He often used to cry at night without reason. I used to take a break at this time of the year. Next is can, could, may, might. Okay, can का past होता है could, may का past होता है might. Okay, these modals express possibility and ability. What can indicates? Can हमें एबिलिटी के बारे में बताता है, और कुछ जो है वो पास्ट होता है can का. Let's see example. I can do it. Ability, I could do it. Past ability. They cannot do it. Negative. They could not do it. Past. Can and could also indicate possibility. Let's see how. The temperature can rise this month. They can't go too far by now. It could rain later. May and might का यूज़ देख लेते हैं. So both indicate possibility. ये दोनों words हमें possibility के बारे में बताते हैं. Might जो है, sometimes more possibility may, less possibility might. Okay. कैसे? Let's see example. It may rain later. More possibility, ज़्यादा possibility rain होने की. Might rain, कम possibility बारिश की. May come back, more possibility, less possibility. Okay. Let's see must. It indicates necessity. Okay. Must जो है necessity के बारे में बताता है. Let's see. I must leave now. This is the time I should leave. He must study hard. Alex must go home by this. Now have to. Have to has the similar meaning to must, but it implies to less urgency. Okay, and also have to implies, have to हमें ये भी बताता है कि हम it implies compulsion, जैसे हम कहते हैं मजबूरी. मजबूरी के लिए भी have use होता है. Example, I have to leave now. Okay. And these I had to leave. Then ये past का है. He had to study hard to pass the exam. This is also of past. Next is should. Should indicates obligation and probabilities. Okay, let's see how it uses obligation. You should come home early. And also when you want to suggest something to somebody, अगर आप किसी को कुछ suggest कर रहे हैं, that is, for that also you can use should. You should not smoke. I should visit my parents more often. And few more examples. Next is ought to and had better. Sometimes they can replace should. Okay. ought to और had better जो है ये ऐसे modals हैं जो should को replace कर सकते हैं. कैसे? Let us see here. You ought to come home. हम ये भी बोल सकते थे you should come home early. We ought to have taken a taxi, but here why we are using ought to and ought to at the place of should? Because we want to put more emphasis. Okay. We had better leave. Had better is generally used in spoken English. Had better हम normally written English में use नहीं करते हैं. हम इसको ज़्यादातर spoken English में use करते हैं. Okay. So this is it for today. Let us meet in the next video with the next topic. Okay. Thank you so much everyone. Hello dear friends. In this video we are going to study about adjectives. Okay. This is the fourth part of speech. Adjectives fourth number के part of speech है. And adjectives हमें क्या बताते हैं? They describe a person or a place or a thing. ठीक है. तो adjectives वो words होते हैं जो किसी person, place या किसी भी चीज़ की हमें quality बताते हैं. ठीक है. They are the modifiers or describers of a noun. Let's see example. Alex loves his beautiful daughters. So the word daughters is a noun and beautiful word is describing daughters. ना beautiful किसकी quality बता रहा है? Daughters की. So the word beautiful becomes adjective. There are some examples like new, pretty, good, tall, sweet, black, lovely, large, sunny, wide. Okay, these words are adjectives. They are talking or they talk about the quality or they describe a noun. This is a bit detail about adjective. Okay, what adjective describes, it modifies or describes a noun or a pronoun in a sentence, and it normally indicates quality. हमें नॉर्मली क्या बताता है एडजेक्टिव? किसी भी चीज़ की क्वालिटी, साइज, शेप, ड्यूरेशन, किसी की फीलिंग्स, कुछ कंटेंट्स एंड मोर, समथिंग मोर अबाउट अ नाउन और प्रोनाउन. Adjectives usually provide relevant information about the nouns or pronouns. Okay, जब ये किसी नाउन या प्रोनाउन को डिस्क्राइब करते हैं, इट मीन्स ये उसके बारे में कुछ रिलेवेंट इन्फॉर्मेशन बता रहे हैं या हमें प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, नॉर्मली ये किस तरह के क्वेश्चंस का आंसर करते हैं? व्हाट काइंड, हाउ मैनी, which one, how much. And adjectives, they enrich your writing by adding precision and originality to it. Okay, when you use adjectives, it means you have a good knowledge of language. Okay, see the examples. The team has a dangerous player. What kind of player? Dangerous. I have 10 candies in my pocket. How many? 10. Next one answers which one. I love that red dress. Which one? Red dress. I earn more money than he needs. How much? It means more. However, there are also many adjectives which do not fit into these questions. Okay, ये questions का ज़रूरी नहीं कि सारे adjectives ये questions का answer दें, है ना. कुछ adjectives इनके beyond भी work करते हैं. Adjectives are the most used parts of speech in sentences, and there are several types of adjectives according to their uses. Let's see here. Descriptive, quantitative, proper, demonstrative, possessive, interrogative. Indefinite articles are also adjectives, compound adjectives, and let us see in details about descriptive adjectives. So descriptive adjective क्या है? Most of the times we use this adjective. तो कौन सा adjective? Descriptive adjective है जो हमें क्या बताता है? नाउन या प्रोनाउन को ये डिस्क्राइब करता है. ठीक है, these adjectives provide information and attribute to the nouns or pronouns and they modify or describe. ठीक है, ये adjectives जो भी नाउन या प्रोनाउन को मॉडिफाई करते हैं या डिस्क्राइब करते हैं, ये उसके एट्रीब्यूट्स के बारे में बताते हैं हमें. ओके, डिस्क्रिप्टिव एडजेक्टिव्स आर ऑल्सो कॉल्ड क्वालिटेटिव एडजेक्टिव्स. यही वो एडजेक्टिव्स हैं जो क्वालिटी, हम बोलते हैं ना, जो वर्ड्स क्वालिटी बताते हैं. दीज आर दोज एडजेक्टिव्स. ओके, पार्टिसिपल्स आर ऑल्सो इंक्लूडेड इन दिस टाइप ऑफ एडजेक्टिव when they modify a noun. I hope you remember from the previous video what are participles? The ing form of the verbs. Let us see the example. I have a fast car. The word fast is describing an attribute of the car. है ना, तो word fast जो है वो कार का one of the qualities है. I am hungry. The word hungry is providing information about the subject. The hungry cats are crying. You see, I saw a flying kite. In these two sentences there are, what are there? There are ing verbs. It means they are participles, right? Next one is quantitative. With the name it is clear. जो words हमें quantity clear करते हैं, they are quantitative adjectives. Examples are clear. I have 20 bucks. They have 3 bikes. You should have completed the whole project. So 23 whole. They give the answer of how much, how many, how much. Okay. So they are talking about quantity. ये words हमें किसके बारे में बता रहे हैं? Quantity के बारे में. तो जो words quantity के बारे में बताएंगे, they are quantitative adjectives. Let us see the proper adjectives. What are proper adjectives? They are adjectives which form of, they are the adjectives which form of proper nouns. Which are the forms of proper nouns. When proper nouns modify or describe other nouns or pronouns. The proper जो nouns हैं वो other form of noun और pronoun को modify करती हैं. They are called proper adjectives. Okay, proper adjectives are what? They mean something specific. Okay, formal या polite से थोड़ा specific जब हम बात करते हैं तब हम proper adjectives की बात करते हैं. उस चीज़ के लिए हमें proper adjectives की ज़रूरत होती है. A proper adjective allows us to summarize a concept in just one word. ठीक है, proper adjectives are very important part of adjectives. Instead of writing or saying a food cooked in Chinese recipe, we can also write or say directly Chinese food. Okay, so हम एक लंबा सेंटेंस लिखने से बच जाते हैं. When we are writing Chinese food, we do not have to write a full description. हमें description नहीं लिखना है कि ऐसा कोई भी food जो Chinese recipe से prepare हुआ है. We can just say it is a Chinese food. Okay, so these kind of things are proper adjectives. Proper adjectives are usually capitalized as proper nouns. They use capital words. कैपिटल वर्ड्स क्यों? ताकि ये क्लियर हो जाए कि ये प्रॉपर एडजेक्टिव्स हैं. लाइक प्रॉपर नाउन्स हम कैसे लिखते हैं? कैपिटल लेटर्स के साथ. सो प्रॉपर एडजेक्टिव्स इन द सेम वे. सी द एग्जाम्पल्स: अमेरिकन कार्स, चाइनीज पीपल, KFC चिकन. ओके, Marxist philosophers, right? Let's move ahead to demonstrative adjectives. There are 4 words which will always help us to describe that these are demonstrative adjectives. This singular, that singular, these plural, those plural. This for near, that is for far, these for near, those for far. ठीक है, तो ये 4 वर्ड्स हैं जो डेमोन्स्ट्रेटिव एडजेक्टिव का रोल प्ले करते हैं. ये डेमोन्स्ट्रेटिव प्रोनाउंस भी हम इन्हें कहते हैं. ओके, इफ यू रिमेंबर फ्रॉम द प्रोनाउंस. So a demonstrative pronoun works alone and does not precede a noun. Okay, इसके आगे हमें noun लगाने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं होती है. But a demonstrative adjective always comes before the word it modifies. ठीक है, हमें हमेशा वहीं इसे यूज़ करना पड़ेगा जिस वर्ड को ये मॉडिफाई करता है. See this in the examples: that building, this car, these cats, those flowers. Okay, so what they are referring, you can read further in the examples. Let's move ahead with possessive adjectives. Possessions, वो सारे words जो possessions बताते हैं, they are possessive adjectives. What they indicate? They indicate possession or ownership. Okay, what is possession? The belongingness. कोई भी चीज़ आपको belong करती है, it means you possess that. Okay, some of the most used possessive adjectives are my, his, her, our, their, and your. Please remember, ये सारे adjectives जो हैं वो हमेशा noun के पहले place होते हैं. They are always used before a noun. Okay, unlike possessive pronouns, these words demand a noun after them. Let's see. My car, after my, the word car is noun. His cat, our job, her books. Okay, so यहाँ पे soon after the possessive adjective we need a noun. Interrogative adjective is the next topic. Next kind of adjective is interrogative adjective. Okay, what we do in interrogative one? What we do? We need question words. Okay, where we are using question words as an adjective, they are called इंटरोगेटिव एडजेक्टिव. ओके, जहाँ भी हम क्वेश्चन वर्ड्स को इंटरोगेटिव एडजेक्टिव के जैसे यूज़ कर रहे हैं, वो क्वेश्चन वर्ड जो है इंटरोगेटिव एडजेक्टिव का रोल प्ले करता है. ओके, what are the question words? Which, what, whose. Okay, WH words are normally question words, no? So question words जो है वो इंटरोगेटिव एडजेक्टिव का रोल प्ले करते हैं. One more thing is to remember here is what? If you want to use question word as an adjective, or if you want to show that it is interrogative adjective, then soon after the adjective you have to use a noun. Okay, that noun only shows that it is interrogative adjectives word. See the example. Which phone do you use? What game do you want to play? Whose car is this? Okay, which, what, whose, they all are question words, but here they are playing the role of an interrogative adjective. Next is indefinite adjective. An indefinite adjective describes or it modifies a noun unspecifically. They provide indefinite or unspecific information about the noun And the common indefinitive adjectives are few, many, much, most, all, any, each. These words are indefinite adjectives. See the example. I gave some candy to her. I want a few moments alone. A few, some. Several writers wrote about the recent incidents. So the word several, each student, the word each. Okay, these words are indefinite adjectives. Now let us see the articles. I hope everybody knows. Okay, a and the. Why we also called articles as adjectives? Because they are also talking about the quantity in some way. Okay, they also refer or they also modify a noun. Okay, that is why we have called or we have kept articles under the category of adjectives. See the example, a cat, the cat, an electronic product. So the, and. Somehow ये तीनों words हमें क्या modify करके बता रहे हैं या किस चीज़ के बारे में बता रहे हैं? Noun के बारे में. So that is why we can call them adjectives too. Let's move to compound adjective. Compound adjective is what? When we use more than one word. जब हम एक से ज़्यादा वर्ड यूज़ करते हैं किसी नाउन को मॉडिफाई करने के लिए तो वो कंपाउंड एडजेक्टिव्स हो जाते हैं. इट मीन्स इट इज़ group of words. See the examples. I have a broken down bat. Broken down, 6 foot long. Okay. The last one you see, he gave me an I'm gonna kill you look. Okay, so this is a kind of entire sentence. So this also plays the role of compound adjective. Let's move ahead to the degree of adjectives. There are 3 degrees of adjectives: positive, comparative, superlative. Okay, and these degrees are applicable only for the descriptive adjectives. Positive degree, he is a good boy. Comparative, he is better than others. Superlative, he is the best. Okay, so हम इसको सिर्फ कहाँ यूज़ करते हैं? जहाँ पर हमें descriptive adjectives यूज़ करने हो, right? So with this, I end the video of adjective. I hope it was a fruitful video for all of you. Thank you so much. Let's meet in the next video.